Homestead. I hope you're all well. Figured I would go live for a little bit. This is an open discussion, folks. So feel free to bring up some topics and I will consider discussing them. Don't bother writing anything bad. I won't get into any bad topics. So, Lyrics King was first, I think. Hey, good night, Colin. Welcome in, Lyrics King. Welcome in. How are you today? What's going on? What's going on? All right. It's a beautiful day. Well, it's getting there. It was a little chilly earlier. I've got my hat on. Outside deck in nature. Love this deck. This deck is awesome. It's kind of situated like in the trees a little bit. Got my coffee, organic sugar, a little raw milk. Simple, delicious. All right. Hopefully we get lots of people here to hang out. And I'm looking forward to hopefully having some awesome discussions. My wife and I frequently have some really great discussions in our live streams with some really awesome people. And then trolls show up on occasion, but hey, that's what happens on Vertical Live sometimes. Shawnee Grows wrote here, welcome in, Shawnee. What's up? Let me guess, you are doing 1,000,001 things today. You're gardening, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're homeschooling, you're reading, you're... All right, Shawnee Grows wrote, cooking for a family member right now. Pork chops, stuffing, casserole, and cheesy ranch potatoes. Look at you, Shawnee. You are a very productive person. We did homeschool this morning. All right. Did moderate for a YT channel earlier. Awesome, awesome. Family gardening yesterday was a great success. I would have liked to accomplish more, but that's okay. I'm going to try to be thankful for what we did accomplish. We got some potatoes planted. We got some 2 new grow bags ready to, almost ready to plant in. I think I'm going to add some more potting soil. My wife transplanted some tomatoes into our Vajayga raised bed. And I believe she transplanted into some bigger pots out of the seedling trays or whatever, some tomato plants. And it got kind of cold, so I'm really hoping they all survive. So we'll see. All right, I'm seeing 10 accounts playing this right now. Let's go. Let's grow. If you're scrolling, stop scrolling. Stop right here and hang out with me. Hang out. Hang out. Wow, are you planting early? Maybe. The way I frequently do it, maybe almost always or always, is I just kind of, in a way, succession plant. I'll just put some stuff out there. If it survives, great. If not, that's okay. I'll maybe keep some plants and then just try again. Missouri weather is really tough to predict. It really can be. I mean, yesterday I think it hit 90 plus degrees, and at night it dropped into like maybe the 40s or something. So, yep, new stuff every 2 weeks. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on putting stuff out, and hopefully it all survives. I'm seeing 2 likes. First goal for likes is 5. Let's make it happen. As in, you folks, please make it happen. All right. If you're scrolling by, stop right now. Hang out here. Hit the like. It's kind, it's free. Do it for me. Let's go. Let's grow. Content creators, if you would like to, you can drop links. So feel free to drop some links. Shawnee is one of our best moderators, and she is in the house staying active in the chat. Thanks for staying active in the chat, Shawnee. So any bad behavior will be dealt with. And knowing Shawnee, probably quickly. So don't bother bringing any negativity here. positivity only, kindness only, kindness only, and let's support one another. Let's help each other grow. If you're a content creator, this is a great place to be, because whether we've got 3 people playing this live stream or we've got 10 plus people playing this live stream, the people that show up to Mine and My Wife's live streams, many of them are awesome, very supportive people. So this is a great place to be for content creators. J-Dog one party. J-Dog is in the house. What's up? What's up? Welcome in, J-Dog. J-Dog wrote, "Hi, everyone. Thank you for being kind and greeting everyone." J-Dog, I appreciate that. I see 3 likes, so if you hit the like, thank you so much. We talked about gardening here. Can't see the link. It's a little difficult to see. I think I might have to clean my screen off. Is that a like a live stream of yours or something, Shawnee? J-Dog dropped the link. Yeah, feel free. Drop some links. Drop some links. If you are looking to make connections and grow your channel, please wait till after this live stream to get out there and explore other channels, make connections, and show them support. I want you folks to hang out here with me and Shawnee and J-Dog and just chill here for now. After the live stream, get out there, make those connections. Lyrics King, I don't know if you're still here right now. Lyrics King, I think, had the first comment in this live stream. Lyrics King said something really great in a recent live stream about building community. He was talking about, essentially, I'm going to paraphrase here, I'm going to summarize, hopefully correctly, how you have to get out there and build your own community. Don't expect the algorithm to be in your favor. Don't expect, you know, your videos to go viral, okay? That would be great if it happens, obviously, if that's what you want to do, obviously. But really, it takes a lot of effort, okay? It takes a grind. It takes a hustle to get out there. And I've talked about this many times in previous live streams. Be selfless. Get out there and show support. Like Shawnee, for example. J-Dog, for example. Always Survive. I don't know if he's here right now. I haven't seen a comment from him. Always Survive. Freedom by Me. Lyrics King. All those channels that I just mentioned, they are very supportive people. And we help one another. We lean on one another. We go back and forth with the support. And it's hard to get your videos in front of the viewers you want. So in the meanwhile, as a small channel, all the support you can get as far as full watches. A lot of people think it's views, it's likes, it's whatever. In my opinion, the main thing to focus on is getting people to watch as much of your videos as possible. That is a lot better than getting lots of views and people watching 5% of your video or your videos. So when you're building a channel, getting people to watch the full video, that is really, really great to help your channel grow. It was live on a preparedness channel group. I was a guest. Very, very cool. All right. I'm going to go back and try to check that out maybe later. I think I'm going to take like 1 or 2 or 3 days and focus on just supporting other channels, or rather the lion's share of my focus, the majority of my focus and time for 1 or 2 or 3 days, I think is going to be just supporting other channels, just getting out there. Sometimes I mention, oh, I'm going to stop by your channel, and I keep it real. I keep it real, folks. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Frequently, it doesn't happen. I forget. I get busy. Life happens. Maybe a mix of things, whatever. But I'm going to be going back into Mine and My Wife's recent live streams, and I'm going to be going through to see who showed support, and I'm going to be returning that support. That's my goal. Is your email on your channel about description? Is your email on your channel about description. Might not understand what you mean, but our email, I believe, is on our channel about description. I believe it is. I think that's how companies get in touch with us. And slash, or perhaps we're in some like networkers of something of some kind that companies can find us. But we do get emails from companies. I can't look right now because I'm on my phone. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll check when I get home. Yes, I believe our email is up. I believe we have our email up, and we also, I think we have also our Buy Me a Coffee link up. And I think at least one affiliate company has at least one company that we're affiliates for. I think we have a link for at least one company that we're affiliates with up there as well. Maybe two, maybe three. I haven't checked it in a while. Pretty sure at least our email and our Buy Me a Coffee links are up. All right, 3 likes. Thank you to everybody who hit the like. Let's get up to 5, folks. That's my first goal. First goal. I'm so thankful that it's warming up. We have most of our plants outside, so this weather has been back and forth, back and forth. It's like it's a I don't bite my nails, but for the expression or whatever, for nail biters, this is like a nail biting kind of time for many gardeners in Missouri because we don't know what to expect. I've been trying to keep an eye on the weather a little more than usual. I'm pretty horrible, to be honest. I'm pretty horrible about checking the weather. A lot of my attitude is like, do. Be productive, be productive, be productive, and adjust accordingly as I go. All right. It has warmed up, though, noticeably. From earlier, it was pretty chilly earlier. Sun came out. It's going in and out of the clouds. Shawnee, I saw you had like an 80 degree or 80 degree plus Fahrenheit day recently. And I feel like where you are, you're further north than us. I feel like that's gotta be awesome to have that. I feel like you folks have had a lot of cold recently. I think you folks had snow up there within the past week or two. 80 degrees Fahrenheit one day, then 34 degrees Fahrenheit next. Wow. All right, so Missouri it can be like that, extreme like that, as far as volatile. That might be the correct word. I wonder if that's a Midwest thing in general. I wonder if like most of the Midwest or the whole Midwest is like that as far as weather. That crazy change. Yep, 1 foot of snow before that. Wow. Wow. And then you get 80 degrees, which is like a summer day. Woo! We totally enjoyed outside all day and campfire that night. Oh, that is awesome. That is so awesome. I love a nice campfire. I love it. In the past, I've gone outside with snow on the ground and made at least one campfire. I think I might have done it more than once, but I think that might be my favorite time to have a fire is when it's like really cold and preferably with snow on the ground. There's something about the comfort of a fire and the warmth, maybe obviously, when it's really cold. It's like that fire is what you need. There's something maybe primal about it that I really, really love. And a nice fall or spring or summer campfire is also great. But I really enjoy it when it's like really cold. And you need that fire to be all right. All right, I'm seeing 3 channels playing this right now. Thank you to whoever is here playing this. Thank you so much. Shawnee wrote for sure. Might not be sure what that was in response to or about. Thank you for staying active in the chat, Shawnee. Nursery open April 1st. What do you mean nursery? Like, you folks have your own nursery, or there's a nursery that you go to that's opening up? We have a field trip this week. Nice. Shop the sales, winter gear clearance. Any recommendations as far as sales, like places to go and slash or things to pick up this time of year, Shawnee? I meant nurseries near me. Oh, okay. All right. I was just talking to my wife. I think it might have been either late last night or very early morning about picking up some plants. We're hardworking people, and we don't have lots of discretionary income and discretionary money to kind of play with. Even though I consider gardening an investment, it's a phenomenal investment as far as ROI, your return on your investment. But, money's tight. And we were talking about if we should get like some plants and things. My wife was just like, let's play it by ear. I definitely would like to get blueberry plants, give them another go, give it another shot. And I definitely would like to get some fig trees, give that another go. Yeah, we have, I don't want to necessarily say wasted money, because sometimes you got to just go for it and things do fail, but maybe it's considered wasting money. But we've bought stuff in the past, maybe quite a few things. And as far as plants, trees, whatever, and they died. The fig trees, I don't remember exactly what happened. Maybe we just didn't water them enough. Maybe by the time we transplanted them, they were weak and slash or we didn't water them enough, but they died. And that really stinks, because fig trees are something that I've wanted for years. We had some growing successfully back in New York, and we didn't like bring them with us. In hindsight, maybe we should have. Or maybe we should have taken cuttings at least and brought them with us. Let me get caught up in the chat. Shawnee, you're awesome. Staying active. I like that. Kohl's for children's winter coats. Okay, thank you. Boggs winter boots. Not familiar. Is Boggs a brand or something? Once you get monetized, it'll be great to pay for your gardening. Yes, that would be great to pay for whatever. Yup, I'll be ordering perennials in April. I'll be planting an edible landscaped project next year. Tell me about that, please. Edible landscape project. Please elaborate. I buy fruit trees with a warranty. Warranty. Interesting. Angelica Macedo wrote hello. Welcome in, Angelica. Angelica wrote Colin. Angelica, I maybe I should say welcome back. I think you were in a previous live stream that my wife and I had. It's me, Angelica. Yes, I see your name. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to, maybe within a week, maybe I'll make it a goal within a week to do a live stream with my wife, as in have her actually with me. Our channel is very much our channel. I put out more videos than my wife does, but it's very much our channel. This is a family thing, and both of our sons have been in videos. I think might be a video or videos of just our older son. Definitely videos of both of our sons, and maybe there's been a video or videos of just our younger son in it. I say you last time. I think that Angelica probably meant I saw you last time. What are you talking about this time? Well, that's a great question, Angelica. Right now, Shawnee and I have been discussing gardening. We've been discussing, or Shawnee has been talking, had some input about like deals this time of year, about like sales. It's an open discussion. If there's anything you want to talk about, Angelica, drop it in the comments. If it's nothing bad, I will consider discussing it. And if anybody is here that has any question or questions for me, drop it in the comments. As long as it's nothing bad, I might answer. Angelica, oh, cool. Edible landscape will be mapped and planted going from a house, guiding you down to the garden. Loads of dwarf fruit trees, herbs, bulb flowers, wildflowers. Food right outside your door. Very, very cool. Is that essentially a food forest? Or is it different than a food forest because maybe it's not all in one place and it's more along like a path? So maybe that's not considered a food forest? I would love to really get our food forest better, if that's the correct way to say it. I really want to get that going. And the thing about a food forest is many of the things take years to start producing. And our whole food forest area is overgrown with natural native vegetation. Maybe there's some non-native stuff in there, maybe. And that's okay. It's great. It's holding the topsoil in place. It's improving the soil. It's all great. Great for wildlife and all that. But I really would love to clean it up. And we have a wood chipper, but it's not working. Or at least the last time I tried to use it, it's not working. And I just want to make a massive mountain of wood chips. I think for homesteaders and gardeners, wood chips are an absolutely amazing resource. I want to do the back to Eden method in our food forest, and that's kind of what I had growing on. I was putting some wood chips around the plants themselves. I was kind of treating them like individual little islands, and then I was going to just keep expanding from there. But it's we need a lot more wood chips, and I don't want to just order wood chips because we really try, my wife and I really try to stay away from toxins. And I don't want to just get wood chips from wherever. I know a lot of people, they're just totally fine with getting wood chip deliveries. And folks, you could be getting wood chips from a tree or trees that has soaked up a massive amount of toxic garbage for years. People just putting garbage on their properties. Then you're receiving that. Being the way that we are, as in like I'll say low tox, because it's impossible to be no tox in this toxic world we live in. There's toxins everywhere. But I feel like everyone should at least try to avoid toxins, and then hopefully in your pursuit of being low tox, you'll have less toxins in your body and the bodies of your family members, or family member if you've got one family member, than most other people. Everyone should try to stay away from toxins. It's like a battle. We're being poisoned everywhere. Angelica, I'm making food right now. I would say yes, it'll have the same layers to food forest. Awesome. Angelica, fruit are like apples and pineapple and grape. Yes, those are all fruits. Shawnee grows arborist chips, chip drop, transfer station chips, pile chips for a year, soaking with compost tea, worm casting tea, sunshine to clean the chips. That all sounds great. I definitely want to get a massive pile of wood chips. Well, it all sounds great if it's low toxin. Again, I don't want to pick up chips that are just from wherever. If I happen to know that the stuff that was chipped up came from a property that did not have any toxins on it, or at least toxins on it recently in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the longer the better. The longer that the toxins were not on the property, the better. Then I would take some low toxin wood chips. Otherwise, we're sticking to our low toxin approach, and it does make things more difficult. Yeah, like we don't do certain things that other gardeners do, and no judgment. Well, actually, righteous judgment when it comes to them just being straight up toxic and using like poisons and stuff. But no judgment when it comes to doing things like using cardboard and stuff. I don't like using cardboard. That stuff is frequently sprayed with like rodenticide, which is what kills rodents. Pesticides, there's glues that might be present. The tape has toxins. The dyes that they use for like letters in the boxes might be toxic. So I know cardboard works really, really well, and it might be, low toxin enough to be totally fine. But again, that's what we do. We stay away from it, and it makes things more difficult. Being low toxin does definitely make things more difficult, but I think it's worth it. All right. I screenshot before, I think, and I think I did, and I'm screenshot again to review what you wrote about the wood chips and whatever, so I could read that and think about it more thoroughly in the future. Right, if there's concern, let the chips sit a year, microbes will break it down. Yes, and also the heat, I believe, when you get like a hot compost pile, for example, I believe, and I'm not going to get into the science of it, but I believe the heat helps like conjugate, whatever, break down, make inert, make less toxic or make it non-toxic certain bad compounds. I think the heat can make things less toxic or no toxic, perhaps, maybe with a no toxic, but I think it can make things at least less toxic. I'm thinking that being that urine is nitrogenous waste, I'm thinking of getting a massive wood chip pile, throwing some native soil in it to inoculate it with beneficial microbiology and whatever, and maybe whatever, and also pouring urine on the pile. I think that will heat it up, help it break down. I think aged wood chips are better, at least in some situations. At least in some situations, I think aged wood chips are better. Maybe most or all situations, than fresh wood chips. Mr. Sweet Time. Hello, Sweet Time. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, as far as the microbes breaking stuff down, may break it down, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure, and I might have in my brain somewhere from what I've learned, what kind of effect the microbiology would have on toxins, if they help it or not, does it make it better or not, make them less toxic, non-toxic. I'm not sure. It's something I want to research and learn more about. Angelica, Sweet Time, what's up, bro? Thank you for saying hello to Sweet Time, Angelica. Angelica, thank you for saying hello to Sweet Time. Angelica wrote, hi. Mr. Sweet Time, it's good in the hood. All right, good to hear, good to hear. Shawnee Grows, I'm tempted to plant peas. Maybe just go for it, Shawnee. Maybe plant a little bit, see how they grow, and then go from there, maybe. Angelica wrote, hey, how are you? I don't remember if I read that before. Trying to get caught up in chat. Mr. Sweet Time, the worms at underground dwellers do a good job on leaves and cardboard. Yes, they do. I had mentioned earlier why I stay away from cardboard, but cardboard's one of those things that I think is, at least in some situations, mostly fine. But folks, there's a lot of stuff that people don't think about. When boxes are sitting in warehouses, okay? And here's the thing. Some things I am vehemently against. If you're using like toxic insecticides, pesticides, that is horrible. It's irresponsible. It's stupid. It actually can cause more problems as far as productivity. So besides being toxic, it also can cause problems as far as productivity. You're killing the beneficial microbiology. Then you have dead soil, or it's not even soil at that point. Maybe it's just dead dirt or whatever. And then you're stuck in a cycle of using synthetic fertilizers because you don't have the microbiology present to make nutrients bioavailable to your plants. That's that stuff that I was just talking about. That's one of the things, or some of the things that big agriculture is stuck in, the horrible cycle. People have really just got to go all natural. I don't even want to necessarily say organic. Like, we throw food that's not organic food in our compost pile or whatever. But overall, it's probably better than some organic stuff. And even organic stuff, it's questionable. Look at the studies about stuff that's labeled organic, but it still has toxic garbage in it. Best thing to do is grow your own food. Try to stay away from as many toxins as possible. I'm just simplifying it. Grow your own food. Try to stay away from as many toxins as possible. and you're probably still going to have, you are still going to have, I'm not going to say probably, you are still going to have some toxins in your stuff, but you've got to try to go low toxin. So back to the warehouse thing. In warehouses, mice, rats, roaches, whatever, they're common in warehouses. So they go around spraying boxes and things with horrible toxic garbage. A lot of people just think cardboard. What is the cardboard made of? They're not thinking about what I just talked about. Maybe one of you right now listening, or more than one of you right now listening, have never thought about what is sprayed on the cardboard. Okay? And it's not worth it for us to take those risks. But again, with cardboard, that's one of those things that I think is low toxin enough that I don't judge. I do judge righteous judgment. As far as morality, I do judge when people use straight up toxic garbage on their property. I absolutely judge that. Using cardboard, I don't judge that. I don't judge it, but I don't judge using cardboard, but we won't do it. Corrugated cardboard is better, but it creates this barrier where air doesn't get to the soil surface. Okay, that's a great point, Shawnee. Some places, it doesn't work well. Okay. Mr. Sweet Time, I agree. You never know where the cardboard came from, and it does soak up things from the environment it's in. Exactly, Mr. Sweet Time. Exactly. Thank you for paying attention, and thank you for agreeing with me. Shawnee Grows, natural ecological gardening. Natural is the way to go. It's the only way to go as far as being responsible and healthy for people, for the environment, for wildlife. And I'm not some hippie. I'm just not an idiot. Straight up. Like, there's enough irrefutable, proven science, solid science, like double-blind studies, whatever. Just the basic understanding of basic science. There's enough science out there that if you're using toxic garbage on your property, it's really bad. It's immoral. And I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to be like some people, like, oh, to each their own and your own property. No, not on your own property, because that ends up in the water. That ends up poisoning birds. You see dead birds around, whatever. Maybe that's from the toxins. Like, you end up affecting other people around you in your community, in the world, directly and or indirectly, by being an idiot. Stop. We've caused enough damage in the world. Big agriculture. Many, maybe most of them, have destroyed topsoil around the world. Destroyed it. And people don't care. And many of the people that don't, not the people, I don't want to generalize. Many people don't care. I think I might have been just talking about however many people don't care. A lot of people do care. But a lot of people don't have a child or don't have children, so they have no vested interest in the future. They don't care. They don't want to make the world a better place for their children. They don't want to make the world a better place for their grandchildren. Wow, how selfish. Ooh, that was a bit of a rant. Twinbrook Acres, hello all. Welcome in, Twinbrook Acres. Mr. Sweet Time, greeting Twinbrook Acres. Thank you, Mr. Sweet Time, for greeting Twinbrook Acres. Thank you, Twinbrook Acres, for greeting Mr. Sweet Time. We got some cool people in here right now. All right, let's go. Twinbrook Acres is also a moderator on mine and my wife's channel. Mr. Sweet Time, there are a lot of people who do not see a path for betterment, and even so, it's subjective. Well, I agree with a lot of people don't see a path for betterment. And as far as subjective, I at least partially disagree with that, because there are certain things that are irrefutably bad. Irrefutably bad. Like, there's nothing that can be, like, this, people have to wear, like, hazmat suits, gloves, whatever, masks to even handle certain things that are so toxic, and people spray that on their property. That's not subjective. That's just stupid and immoral. We had a lesson in school in 1968 how big ag would destroy soil, air, and that chemicals would be in almost everything. Thank you for that comment. It's true. They've destroyed so much of the world. Always Survive wrote, hey, welcome in. Always Survive. What's up? All right, we got 3 moderators in the house. Always Survive, Twinbrook Acres, and Shawnee Grows in the house. What's up? First goal of 5 likes. achieved, unlocked, like playing a video game. Next goal for number of likes is 9. Let's do, when I say let's, that's you folks. That's you folks. That's whoever is playing the live stream. Please hit the like if you have not done that yet. Always survive. What's up, Andy? I got your email, brother. I'll be reaching out to you within the next 1 to 3 days. Hopefully. Decay is a part of life. We may not like it, what it looks like or how it affects us, but it's still the way forward because there's no reverse button in real life. Well, definitely there's no reverse button. Absolutely, I agree with that. We can't go back in time. Well, if you mean that like we can't go back in time, then yes, obviously I agree with that because we can't go back in time. But we can use regenerative methods. There are ways to make things better. There are ways to heal property. I've discussed that many times on our channel. Like one way everyone can heal the earth a little bit is take at least a small part of your property. Now, if you live in an urban or suburban area, that might be a very small part. It could be 5-foot square radius and let it grow naturally. Just be hands off, let it go, let it grow, let tree or trees pop up, provide food for squirrels, habitat for animals, food for rabbits, whatever. Food for pollinators. And folks, I'm not some like hippie, actually, well, maybe I am, but not in the pejorative, disparaging sense. I'm not some hippie idiot who's just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I care about people. I care about the world. Like, my wife and I are blessed with 2 amazing, beautiful sons. I care about them, obviously. Oh, any psychologically well parent should care about their child if they have a child, or children if they have children. I care about them. I want the world to be a better place for them. We'll have grandchildren one day. I want the world to be a better place for them. So people really need to put some effort in. Truly. People can do little things. Like I said before, take a little spot of your property. And by the way, when you let a little spot of your property or some of your property grow wild, it could be beautiful. And for me, it's also fun. I love being like, oh, that's cool. An evergreen popped up. Look at that. Wow. All right. You're getting visual barriers that they offer. You're getting sound barriers that they offer, or sound help with noise pollution. But the beauty is also another benefit. Like, it's really cool. If you've ever let a part of your property grow wild, comment below wild. That lets me know that you let at least a part of your property grow wild. Comment wild if you've ever done that. Nah, bro, we are hippies at this point. Hey, in the good ways, I am a hippie. Mr. Sweet Time, just for talking about it. Michael Drones 58 said hi. Welcome in, Michael Drones. What's up? Michael Drones. I stopped by to show my support to your channel and smash that like button for you, my friend. Thank you so much. Always survive. 3/4 of my property is wild. That's awesome. Hey, another benefit. If you have a wood stove, and or you like campfires, and or have a fireplace that's not a wood stove, firewood, right? That's a resource. And then you can take wood ashes and use that on your property. Use that for your gardening. You can make biochar, all right? Heated by wood stove here. Amazing. We've got central air, heating and air conditioning. But we also have I believe it's considered a wood stove. There's only a small surface on top that we could maybe cook with or heat things up or whatever. It's not made for, it's not a wood stove in a sense that it's like made for cooking. But there is an area we could put stuff on. And I think heated things up in the past, maybe steamed some water, boil water maybe. But it's closed. It's not like an open fireplace. And it's a catalytic thing. So I believe it offers like a secondary burn. I believe it's more efficient. Might be better for the environment, and you get more like heat out of it as far as efficiency. Always Thrive. Gonna do mini splits. What do you mean by mini splits? How's the weather there? Thank you for asking. It's nice. It's okay. I got my hat on. I got my thermal on. It's been heating up. Sun's been going in and out of the clouds. I think it's probably in the 50s right now. I'll take it because it's relatively sunny. I'll take it, and it's warmer than it was. Yesterday, I think we hit 90 plus degrees here. We had a lot of sunshine. It was amazing. We had a family gardening day. We spent hours as a family, my wife, our two sons, and myself, getting stuff done, and it was awesome. It's nice to actually make some progress, and a lot of it I ended up doing myself. So it was nice to have my wife and our two sons help yesterday. All right, planning for a mini split as well. What is a mini split? Either I'm just not catching, forgetting, whatever. Twinbrook Acres, I have 2 wood stoves. I use the ash in my gardens. Nice. I also use it in the winter on my paths. Instead of sand or salt, it's biodegradable. Yes, Twinbrook Acres, that is an excellent thing to do. It's a great ice and snow melt or whatever. It's non-toxic, and I also like that the shapes are not uniform of the material. It's not uniform. It's like some small and fine, some larger chunks. So it can be great for grip, like your footwear grip. That might have been an incorrect way to say that. But it's great for traction. It's great for traction. And the bigger pieces, you should be careful because it might make you slip or whatever. A lot of it is dark in color. You'll get some black pieces, whatever. So harnessing that solar energy, right? Melt, and then you're actually improving your property, right? Instead of damaging it. Sure, if you have a lot of it, you might change the pH of your soil, at least temporarily change the pH of your soil. I've never had a problem with that. The area next to our driveway, near our front steps, that area, the vegetation grows beautifully, all right. However, wood ash, I think used, in my experience, don't beat me up, opinionated people that might be out there. And there's nothing wrong with being opinionated. People should be opinionated. If you don't have opinions, you're dead inside. You're not a thinking person. In my experience, when you use a little bit of wood ash in gardening, it's just great. It just adds nutrients, adds minerals, whatever. It's only when you use what I would consider a subjectively a lot, okay? Maybe there's not subjective, maybe there's an amount objectively, but when you use a lot of it, then you can change your pH, okay? Or change it a lot. So be careful about your pH. Be careful using a lot of that stuff because it can change pH, at least temporarily change pH. A mini split is a newer type of air conditioner. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Sweet Time, for explaining that. I think I know what you're talking about, at least partially now. All right. Always Survive. I do shorts videos on wood stove. I do shorts videos on wood stove when the coal is red, but I did burn some wet wood and ended up having a chimney fire. Oh no, not good, but got it out. Okay, thankfully you got it out. But it was a really cool night that night. LOL. Whoa. Mini split dose. Heat and AC of electric. I have no furnace on the big tiny house. Want to use solar for them eventually. We have solar panels on our property. I am relatively ignorant, and perhaps it's irresponsible of me, but I'm going to lean towards it's not irresponsible. We've just been insanely busy since we moved here. And before we even moved here, we're insanely busy people. I have not educated myself on how our panels work and what they do. I'm relatively ignorant when it comes to electrical stuff. And I admit things, folks. I keep it real. I don't like faking or lying or acting like I know stuff about things I don't know about. Comes to electrical stuff, I'm relatively ignorant. I would like to get educated on our solar system, see what it does. I don't think we're selling any electricity to the grid. Maybe it's lowering our bills. I do know that we've had a power outage at least once, and that power kept some of our, in certain area or areas of our house, kept some of the power going. We still had power in an area or areas. I'm not sure if that solar is just like a backup. I'm not sure if it's just power certain parts of our house. I'm not sure if it's tied into the main grid or whatever. I want to get educated about that. I want to do any possible maintenance that might be required, maybe new batteries. I'm not sure. I'm actually going to try to make that happen this spring or summer. Learn about our system, see if there's ways to improve it. Again, any maintenance that might need to be done. All right. Mini split basically splits the cooling and heating from a central source and lets you control it for each designated space. I might not understand that completely or at all. Mini splits, I think, are essentially you could just use heat or cooling. It has like a setting or whatever. If those are the things that are typically rectangular shaped that are put up and that provide heat and cooling, then I think I know what you're talking about. And if it is the thing or things that I'm thinking about, I think I've heard great things about them. I've heard that they're really great, really great. Mr. Sweet Time, for my limited understanding. Thank you, Mr. Sweet Time, for explaining stuff, trying to explain stuff, whatever. Always survive, keep it real. I have a few friends that do electrical and solar, so I'll be getting their help because I have no clue either. Yeah, you know, folks, I think one of the problems, for those of you who are getting to know me, you might not realize how real I keep it on Madam Wife's channel. A lot of the problems that homeowners run into is they don't admit ignorance and they start tackling projects that they should not be tackling. They shouldn't. First of all, first and foremost, safety. You start messing around with electrical stuff and you don't know what you're doing, you could kill a person or people and or yourself, okay? Fires happen with electrical stuff. So don't play around if you don't know what you're doing. Also, a lot of homeowners, the do-it-yourselfers, and that's great to be a do-it-yourselfer when you know what you're doing. A lot of homeowners start getting into stuff, repairing, building, and they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the skills, and they create problems for themselves. And again, first and foremost, it's not safe, all right? Pay the experts, pay the professionals. Do what you do well to make your money. Pay them to hopefully do their job well or their jobs well. That's my philosophy on that stuff. I was raised, I spent most of my youth training in martial arts, like intensely, a lot of time, and teaching martial arts. In hindsight, should I have taken some of that time and delegated it towards learning how to fix, build, repair, learning trades? Maybe yes. Maybe yes. But then again, if I didn't do what I did as far as martial arts, I would not be able to protect my family as well as I can. I would not be able to protect myself as well as I can. I learned certain business things in the martial arts world. I learned social skills in the martial arts world. I learned how to teach in the martial arts world. And I'm going to say, instead of maybe I regret that, I don't regret it. I don't. So now what I do what I'm great at. I make my money. I pay people to do what they're great at. A lot of people, at least sometimes, foolishly try to do everything. They try to do everything. And sometimes it makes more sense for you to go and make 20, 30, 40, 50, up to $100, whatever, an hour, doing what you do well, and pay someone else. Okay? A lot of hardworking, middle-class people, lower-class people, and I don't mean classes as in people or have different value. All human life, what's real? Human life is priceless. I'm just talking about income classes, to be very clear. A lot of lower-class, middle-class people, in an effort to save money, they tackle projects that they absolutely should not tackle. That's what I think, folks. There was another little rant, maybe. Mr. Sweet Time, I have to admit, I'm a DIY guy. Been shocked enough times to maybe not blow up my house. Hey, I think the attitude of being DIY is amazing. I think that's excellent. Hi, Liam. Hi, Dean. I think that attitude is amazing. I think people should try to DIY when they're being safe. And sometimes certain things, it's like, hey, if I mess this up, it's not a big deal. It's okay. But when you're talking about electrical and certain things, woo, risk versus reward, folks. You saved $300 when you could have went out, picked up another job doing what you do, and made that money or made more. Okay? Now, this might be like common sense, but how many times do people really think about it in a formulaic manner, in a mathematical way where they think, all right, I'm going to pay this plumber, this electrician, whoever, $700. They're going to get this job done in 6 hours. So over $100 an hour or whatever. Let's say just labor to make it simple. Maybe to make it simple, whatever, not cost of product or whatever. When you could have just, like go to do your job, make more money maybe, and just pay them instead of saving $700 when you could have made $1,000 maybe. Okay, and not everyone makes $100+ an hour. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Jack of all trades, master of none. Hey, it's still great to be a jack of all trades. You can learn a lot about a lot of different things. My uncle used to say, I do what I do best and pay others to do the rest. Beautiful. Power clap for that one. I like that. I'm going to have to maybe borrow that one. I like that. I like that a lot. That's my philosophy. And a lot of guys get caught up in this machismo, masculine thing where they don't want to admit that they're ignorant. And I'm not saying ignorant in a mean way. I'm meaning the true denotation of the word, lacking knowledge. A lot of guys think that their spouse is going to look down on them because they're not masculine enough to fix things. Listen, first of all, if you have a spouse who looks down on you for not having certain knowledge and or skills, your marriage needs some work, okay? Straight up. Like your spouse should be lifting you up, complimenting you, pouring into you, focusing on what you do great, not nagging you. Okay, there's some marriage advice as well. All right, let me try to get caught up in the chat. Mini split, kind of like one box that splits out to individual controlled spaces. Oh, okay. Instead of running like an all or nothing central air system. Interesting. I'm going to screenshot that to look into that more. Have to admit, I'm a DIY guy. Oh, okay, I read that. I think I might have just missed the other comment that I just read or comments that I just read. Trying to get caught up in the chat, folks. Give me a moment. All right. Twinbrook Acres. I have an agreement with electricity. I leave it alone and it leaves me alone. Always thrive. Oh, yeah. Speaking of martial arts, I can break people, but I can't do electric, but I can do most fixes. I have carpenter friends. I did masonry and roofing, so I can fix, but not electric. LOL. Hey, and I respect that you admit that electric stuff is not your thing. All right. A lot of guys, again, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And then they kill someone or some people and or themselves. Then they burn part of their house down. Then they create what it could have been a $500 fix. They turn it into thousands of dollars of a fix now. All right, Twin, I like the uncle saying. Yeah, I liked that too. Mr. Sweet Time, currently working on lights for my grow room. I hope I don't need any math. Mr. Sweet Time, hold my beer and watch this. I hope your grow light project, your lights for your grow room, I hope that project goes well. I would love to get some really great grow lights, some high quality lights that work well. Right now we have at least 3 single bulb General Electric grow lights, maybe full spectrum, I don't recall. It was cheap and they seem to at least partially work. It gives us something for our plants, but I would really love to get some high quality grow lights from what I might vaguely remember. Maybe they're kind of expensive, so Always survive, LOL. They're kind of expensive. And that's another thing. I'm relatively ignorant. That's a whole different world of knowledge too. Grow lights, right? Grow lights. There's so much to it. It's a lot more than just, there's a lot to it. Okay. There's a lot to it. All right. Always survive Twinbrook Acres. You two folks and Shawnee Grows, if you're still here, hold the chat down. I'm going to step aside for like 2 quick minutes or so. I'll be right back. Keep the chat going. You folks are awesome. I'll be reading the chat while I am away. Maybe it's time for more coffee. I'll make some of that in a little bit. I'll be reading the chat while I'm away. Mine are 8-foot shop lights from Big Box Store. $25 on clearance. What? Now shop lights. I think I think I read and or heard that like any lights can be beneficial to plants, or most common lights, or maybe it was a specific type. I don't recall, but I want to learn more about grow lights. Mr. Sweet Time, I'm always checking. Good price, nice. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. Thank you for writing Talk Amongst Yourselves, Twinbrook Acres. Thank you, Twinbrook Acres, for writing Talk Amongst Yourselves. I'll step aside. Always survive. And Twinbrook Acres, you folks are in charge. You can put different bulbs in. Oh, there we go. So get the frame of it or whatever, the skeleton of it or whatever, and then add certain bulbs. Ah, I like it. All right. All right. I'm going to step aside. I'm enjoying the chat too much. So I haven't left yet. I'll be back in like a couple of minutes or less. Always survive Twinbrook Acres. You folks are in charge. Keep an eye on people. Make sure they're behaving. You know what I mean? All right. back. No curse words. Woo, that hurt. All right. Woo-hoo. Gotta fix that. Ooh, nail in the foot. How you doing? All right, I'm back. Ooh, that hurt. There's a nail on her deck that I just kicked or stepped on or whatever. And I did not curse. All right, great job, Colin. All right, I'm back. All right. There was some amazing chat that I was reading, at least some of it while I was gone, and you folks got me thinking. So I'm going to try to get caught up in the chat. That's a good... Oh, by the way, thank you for staying here, whoever stayed here. I see 7 likes. I think my second goal might have been 9. I don't recall. Seed freak. Yes, stock up on seeds. Stock up on seeds, folks. I'm trying to get caught up in the chat. Give me just a moment. Thank you for your patience if you're being patient. Let the sun and heat cook them. That's awesome. Okay, hydroponics, great way. See, I think I may have never thought of hydroponics to start seeds as a starter, then transplanting. That might be a great idea. I tried hydro years ago. What will be an aqua? Okay. I have so much on my mind right now from this chat. All right. First of all, are there any benefits? I could Google this, but sometimes it's better just to ask people. Are there any benefits of hydroponics, or is it just cool? I keep it real. Like, what's up with it, folks? Are there any actual benefits? Like, it seems like it might be relatively difficult to set up when putting a seed in some soil and watering might be easier. I like diversifying our grow folio. And I mean that as in, oh, that is going to hurt today, that injury I just got. I like diversifying our grow folio. I like growing different ways. So for that reason alone, I think I would like to get into hydroponics. I just don't know of any specific benefits of it, at least off the top of my head. So let me know if there's any specific benefits to hydroponically growing. Started to build a greenhouse 3 years ago. Never finished for a couple of reasons. I want to complete it this year. Boom. Complete it. Make it happen. Growing season is very short here in New Hampshire. All right. So the greenhouse might be particularly great for you and whoever's with you in your house because of the short growing season. Having egg, potato, ham, bacon, sausage, cheese, burrito. Nice. So many projects, but aquaponics is on the list. I really do need a greenhouse myself. My wife and I almost bought one. Almost bought one this year, and we decided against it for whatever reason or reasons. In the future, maybe build one or some type of greenhouse effect kind of a thing, or maybe buy one. I'd love to have a big, beautiful greenhouse. Goals, 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 dreams. Get the hammer out and fix that nail. Yeah. Whoo. And I'll be on my feet all evening at my job. Nail in the foot. I had one go all the way through my foot many years ago. That hurt a little bit. Ouch. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Yeah. Some weakness just left. Yes. Number 1 is year-round growing. You never have to stop. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Aquaponics, you get the fish also. Yes. Another goal and dream that my wife and I have is to start raising fish. It's tough to choose. Sheep, quail, ducks, fish, we want them all. It's tough to choose what to do first, or at least it is for me and maybe my wife. Pond. We have what might be considered a pond. It does not hold water year round. I've dropped bentonite clay in it, perhaps not enough, and it does not hold water year round. I might have dug too deep and maybe ruined it. There was an existing pond. I don't know if it held water all year round. When we moved here, there was an existing thing, and I got a skid steer or whatever and dug it out to expand it, make it bigger, and I might have ruined it. You live, hopefully I learned. You live and you hopefully learn. Hopefully I learned, but I don't know. As of now, I'm not sure if I learned anything because I don't know if it made it better or worse. I might have dug too deep and ruined it. So now maybe it's just soaking right into the earth. You also have a lot of control and things can grow faster. Faster, okay, control. A lot of control is great. Things growing faster is great. Alpine strawberry started in January, was producing before they even made it outside. Very cool. Sheep, jump on something renewable. Well, I think raising tilapia might be renewable. You can breed them. Sheep is up there. Maybe number one for us. Maybe number one for us. I'd like some. My wife and I would like some red meat. Sheep seem like a better choice than compared to goats. Goats, I've heard they're escape artists and they try to kill themselves. Reseal the pond and guide water to drain towards it and refill when it rains. Pick that up later. Yes, there's so much to do. That could be like days or weeks worth of work. It's not that I'm against doing the work. I'm not lazy. It's just time and priorities, you know. But we do have our property. I love our property. It's like, maybe one day I'll do a property tour. In the middle of our property, right down the approximate middle, obviously, there's like a little creek, wet water creek or whatever that runs down into the pond. I want to create like an overflow or whatever, what might be called, into an area that we can maybe even grow rice or something like that. Something that does well, maybe some marsh kind of plants. We're growing mallow. I believe that's a marsh kind of a plant. In the pond area here, drawing a blank. I don't think it's nasturtiums, or it might be nasturtiums. I don't want to say I don't think it's that. Wow, I'm drawing a blank. If I remember, I'll mention it. Goats are a pain, like you said. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Always survive. Yes, fish. Yes. I would love to get the pond going and stocked. Oh, I'm so motivated right now. That was at least partially real. Maybe completely real. Maybe this spring or summer I'll make it happen. Just figure out. Maybe I'll just, hey, like I was talking before about hiring experts. Maybe I'll hire someone to come here, tell me what to do. Maybe even pay them to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Get some like crappie or hybrid crappie or something in there. I'd love to have minnows going. Minnows we could also feed to our chickens. Okay, sustainability circles, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as far as resealing the pond, I don't want to use like plastic, and I don't want to use for toxin reasons. And also, I just want it to be all natural. So maybe just more bentonite clay. I'm not sure how we would reseal it or seal it. I don't even know if it would be considered resealing it, because I don't even know if it was a year-round pond when we moved here. I saw water in it at least one time towards the beginning. Maybe that was before we bought the property and / or after. I saw some water in it. For the easiest hydroponics, look into Kratky. Basically just a plant suspended over water. The plant will grow until the water is gone. Something like mint does great with it. Wow, okay, screenshot. Thank you so much, Mr. Sweet Time, for sharing that awesome information. Plus, lamb tastes better, question mark? Tastes better than what? I'm gonna go with lamb tastes better than many things. Beef and lamb are probably my two favorite meats and two of the healthiest meats that a people can eat. Bluegill are easy and tasty. Yes, I've heard bluegill is an option. That's something I think I've considered, maybe. Catfish. But there's certain fish that go together well, certain that don't. I've heard bass might be difficult to keep. I heard they eat a lot of the smaller fish. So I might have even had a lot of this figured out, but I don't recall. I might have some notes somewhere to go through. I'll do some research and figure out. I'd like to have more than one kind of fish, and then maybe get some crawfish. I know that when I was digging out the pond area, again, if it's even was considered a pond, I found crawfish. Very, very cool. Crayfish, crawfish, maybe they're both correct. Let me know in the comments below. Is it crawfish fish W or crayfish Y? Or are both correct? Better than goats, lambs. Oh, I missed the thing. Do you have a cooperative extension at your university? They might come out and help you. Screenshot. I'm not familiar with what that is. I might at least partially or vaguely know or whatever. I'll look into that. I was thinking of small water feature with mosquito, fish, or minnows. Huh. Are mosquito fish, is that a type of fish, or are you talking about just types of fish that eat mosquitoes? Place where water dumps off the roof, use that water for plant. I have an idea. We have a large, beautiful shop that essentially acts as storage right now. I would love to harvest rainwater off of that shop, perhaps dig a trench and have that feed the pond. Hopefully with that, and if I can clean out, scrape out, direct, maybe a combination perhaps of aforementioned things, the creek, the wet water creek or whatever, and hopefully that will also feed the pond. Spill over on the other side or spill over wherever and have that again for crops that grow well with a lot of water. I've got it up here. I've got a vision. I just need to do some research, and I think it's time to hire someone, or maybe someone can come out for free and give some advice. I was thinking, okay, used to have a 100-year-old farmer neighbor. He helped me a lot with the old ways to farm. That's cool. A lot of the elders have a lot of knowledge, experience-based knowledge. Our channel, anytime I say our channel, I'm talking about mine and my wife's channel, Holistic Heritage Homestead, the heritage component of our name is about lineage, acquiring knowledge from the elders, and also passing knowledge on. In our case, to our children, and hopefully other children that are not our children. Okay, that's at least some of what the heritage component of our name is about. Craw and cray. Almost depends on where you are from. Even called crawdads. Okay, I've heard crawdads as a name for them. Mosquito fish is a type. Not sure of a better name. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sweet Time, for that. And folks, I want to do at least a couple of things right now. Number one, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to all of you. Hit the like. Door's gonna slam. Boom. How you doing? Didn't shut it all the way. Screen door. Thank you so much to all of you who have been active in the chat. Like, this live stream is a great example of the types of live streams that I love. I'm learning things. You folks, whoever has provoked thought, you've got me thinking. You've reminded me of a thing or things to research, do, whatever. Thank you. And number two, or maybe I'm on number 3 or 4, whatever number. Please, after this live stream, stop by and connect to the people who are active in the live stream. Mr. Sweet Time, pardon my memory, I don't recall. Do you have content on your channel? If so, I want to make sure that my wife and I are connected to you. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in, Rebecca. What's up? What's up, Rebecca? All right. I see people saying hi to each other. I love to see that. Always Survive. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Shawnee Grows. Twinbrook Acres. Okay. Connect to those channels, please. Like, I would love, as I do more live streams, to get a lot of the same people in the live streams, okay? And I would love to see the people in mine and my wife's live streams, in those people's live streams, if they do live streams. And I would love to see them in the comment sections of those people. It's really cool, like, when you talk about communities or like micro communities on YouTube, it's really cool to see the same people supporting each other over and over again. We really can help each other out. The tide raises all the boats. Let's focus on raising the tide. Let's raise the tide. Let's all grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subscribers, okay? Higher engagement, more views. Let's help each other. Because, ooh, I might have stepped on something again. Because smaller channels, we arguably might have to fight against. I don't say fight against. It's not a good word choice. We have to build our own momentum. The algorithm is not necessarily going to pick our videos up and push them out. We need a little help. And even if we don't need help, we need help to do better, to grow faster. Let's grow together. Like, this is stuff that a lot of people say. They talk about, let's grow together. Yeah. They've got their radio voice on. They're like, yeah, podcast voice or whatever. But do they really do it? I know some people do. There's a woman here on YouTube, and some of you folks, maybe all of you might be familiar with her, but I'm thankful to her. Sheena. Her channel, I think she might have more than one channel. Her channel or channels, I think have had a name change or name changes over time. Not sure the name of her channel right now, but I started really first seeing the power of live streams on her channel. I made so many connections to her community on her live streams, and I'm thankful. Sheena, if you happen to see this, thank you so much. You're awesome. I learned a lot from you. Sheena was an active supporter. She actually took her time to support other channels. And a lot of people, I think, were thankful for that. They showed her a lot of support. She got monetized on at least one channel. So yeah, I wanted to get that stuff out. You know, promote each other, help each other, whatever. Stop by the people, the content creators who are active in the chat, who have been active in the chat. Stop by their channels after this live stream. Connect. Let them know, I saw you in Triple H's live stream. Triple H sent me. Let them know. Give us credit. Give my wife and I credit. So then hopefully they'll be like, wow, that's cool. Thank you, Triple H, for getting me a subscriber or subscribers. Then maybe they'll come and show my wife and I some support. Yeah. Let me get caught up in the chat. I was having a heartfelt moment or moments there, whatever it's called. Always survive. I got to get back out there to do more stuff while I still have sunlight. I have a lot of cleanup to do. It looks like a construction site out back. Hey, the construction site look means productivity. Means productivity, brother. Always survive. I'm proud of you, bro. You've been doing a great job for your family. Doing a great job for your family. And actually that, whatever I was just saying and or whatever I was thinking before I started talking to Always Survive, or whatever I was just doing, reminded me what I was thinking before about prepping. I'm going to say this. You might be like, Colin, you're crazy. Colin, you've got a tinfoil hat on, whatever. Think what you want. I prefer for you to think nice things about me, but I don't, frankly, I don't care if you think negative things about me. I'm going to speak truth, or what I believe is true. And if people are offended, that's okay. I believe everyone should have the ability to grow food indoors. Now, I know it takes time, resources, knowledge. I think as far as prepping, hear me out. This might sound really crazy to you. I think as far as prepping, perhaps in our near future, the next 1 to 5 years, I think there might be, and I'm going to speak cryptically, so hopefully you understand what I'm putting out here. There's at least one government agency. Give me an F, give me an E, give me an M. Figure out the last one. That, I believe, legally has the right to take resources from you. If they think that you're doing better than others, that you're more prepared for others in a disaster scenario, perhaps a war-torn society, perhaps whatever, martial law, whatever. They can take your stuff, your food storage, whatever. And if they see it on your property, there's a problem. So grow food indoors. Get some grow lights. You can grow microgreens without grow lights. There's a great option. Better to have grow lights, photosynthesis, more nutrient uptake or nutrient uptake, whatever. Grow food indoors. 2 reasons I'm going to touch lightly on here. 1, that might be the only stuff that you're likely to keep, okay? And they might have the right to even go in your home and take your stuff. But hey, if they're going to see stuff on your property and if they're going to only take stuff that they can see, then you've got stuff indoors and hopefully your family will survive and hopefully thrive. And number 2, this got my brain going, thinking about like guerrilla gardening, whatever, having food in plain sight that's not easily recognized as food. There's a lot I have as far as knowledge. And that's, I don't think I'm saying that in an arrogant way. I've just done a lot of research and learned a lot and experienced a lot in my life. Number 2, your stuff on your property, if it really gets really bad, people in at least certain places, certain circumstances will try to take your stuff. Your stuff in your home is your castle. Easier to defend the stuff in your home. So grow stuff indoors, so hopefully it's less likely to be taken by a schmubberment official or officials or whoever. And people you think like LEOs and stuff that are on our side might not be on our side. Folks, I've done a lot of research on this. This comes from my heart and the thinking brain. So yeah, it's because hopefully it's less likely for the food to be taken. Reason number 1. Reason number 2, if stuff is seen on your property, people that have bad intentions are less likely to be able to get their hands on it, okay? So that could be a live stream in and of itself, that whole topic about why people should produce food indoors, okay? Let me get caught up in the chat. The chat is much as, don't know what you meant there, always survive, or maybe partially no. Have a great day. Not sure if that was to all the awesome people in the chat or to me or both, but whoever it was to, have a great day. I love the bird sounds that are going on behind you. So beautiful. Rebecca, I love birds. Birds play such important roles, plural, in healthy ecosystems. They're beautiful. They sound awesome, sound great, and they're very important for healthy ecosystems. No, hopefully that didn't mess up the live stream. Hopefully that didn't make us, my wife and I, lose watch hours or anything. Hopefully we'll get all the watch hours that we have accrued up until the point that I left the screen. Oh no. What did it look like when I left the screen? Was it like buffering or what happened, folks? I get nervous about that. I was nervous about that. I catch what lives I can, but my darn job often gets in the way. Hey, it's all good. Most people have got to work, right? Or at least, I say many people have got to work. I don't know if that's most nowadays. A lot of people don't work. And some, not to their own faults or faults. Some people are really struggling. They can't find a job. Even though I think most people, I'll say most people in most circumstances, most able-bodied people, most mentally healthy people can find some type of a job. Might have spoken correctly. I'm treading carefully, okay? But I try to be compassionate and have a heart and give grace. Not every person that's not working is a lazy person, okay? Having some good Bluetooth headphone, fam. I'm always in and out the door listening to the chat. Mr. Sweet Time, thank you so much for all of your support. To my wife, our 2 sons, and myself. And I say that because anyone who shows support to my wife and I on our YouTube channel, they support my wife, our 2 sons, and myself. YouTube is very important for our family. We really want to get monetized. And we've made some great connections and had product collaborations, sponsorships, whatever they're considered, with some great companies. And that has been great for our family. I have Twinbrook Acres. I have followed Sheena for years. Awesome. Sheena's a great person. See, she's not even here, I think, and I'm still speaking great things about her. That's the type of person I am. Okay. If I like you, I like you. All right. And even if you are not about your own channel, I hope you guys will get involved and enjoy the content. Despite the way they handle business, YouTube can still be for us. Huh? Mr. Sweet Time, I don't understand some or I don't understand all of that comment. Grayzon Toxic. Hello, remember me? Yes, your channel name does sound familiar, or your screen name or whatever it is. Welcome back. I think because you've obviously saying remember have been around, and I think at least one live stream. Part of my memory, folks. At my jobs, I meet a lot of people. In the YouTube world, I meet a lot of people. It's hard to remember who is who. It's hard to remember everybody. Mr. Sweet Time, have a badge. Take your stuff and figure it out. Have a badge equals take your stuff and figure out if they actually can later. Oh, Mr. Sweet Time. I think I at least partially understand that comment. And from what I think I'm understanding, I completely agree. Pablito, do you have a bunker for Doomsday just like Mark Zuckerberg in Hawaii? No, we do not have a bunker. That would be awesome, though. Many of the elites have bunkers. Welcome in, Pablito. Gray's on Toxic, I have to go. Well, I'm happy you stopped by. I'm just going to have to cover my head with my hands. No buffering, just a blink here. Oh, I don't know what you mean by a blink. I'm not sure what you mean by a blink, but hopefully it didn't mess it up too bad. Pablito, life is beautiful, bro. Just like your background, the trees and clouds. Life is beautiful. And yes, the background is beautiful. You folks want to see a little more? You want to see a little more before I finish up this live stream? All right. All right. Hopefully you could see some. Woo, my foot hurts from stepping on that nail before. This is just some of the property. You might not be able to see it well in the video. Just some of the property that God has blessed my wife, our 2 sons, and myself with. God is great. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I pray in the name of Jesus, amen. I'm very thankful for our property. My wife is very thankful for our property. 7 acres is a lot for us. We came from New York and we had a very tiny property. Hi, baby. I was just waving hi to my wife's older son. I think they introduced the delay to compensate for the amount commercials YT is pushing now. I'm going to screenshot that. I might not understand that completely or at all, but I think I might understand what you mean, at least partially. Mr. Sweet Time, my bad. YT has been handling things poorly, favoring less than ideal content, but I think we can still make it work in our favor for now. YT has been favoring less than ideal content. Keeping it real, there's a lot of satanic, as in bad, stuff out there that gets a lot of traction, a lot of support from the algorithm. And all us good content producing people can do is fight back and try and do the right thing, as in do good things. Do the right thing. Do the right things, actually. Do good things, plural. And, we'll connect with some really great people with great morality who are sick of the satanic garbage. Anything that's bad is satanic. God is good, Satan is evil. They don't trade places. They never trade places, all right? That's a whole maybe theological thing that I'm not going to get into. And I also see a lot of brain rot. Like, look at me, eat these French fries in a really sloppy way, pour sauce on myself. I've entertained you. You're an idiot. No, I'm an idiot. Millions of views. And maybe that's considered hating. I hate the content. I don't hate the people. I hate the content. Just like I hate sin, but I don't hate people. Or most of all people. I don't like brain rot content. It's not good. First and foremost, we should protect our spiritual diets. That's the most important thing. After that, we should protect our intellectual diets. Brain rot content. On occasion, maybe some brainless, mindless kind of stuff might be okay as a form of entertainment, mental escape, whatever. But if you're constantly taking in brain rot garbage, that's bad. If you're constantly taking in satanic, bad, degenerative stuff, that's bad for you. It affects you in ways you don't even realize. If you want to really go down a rabbit hole, look up how our subconscious is affected by what we see and what we listen to. It's, whoa, powerful, powerful stuff. In bad ways, it could be very powerful. It could have dramatic effects on people. So I don't support brain rot, okay? Some brain rot, mindless stuff, like I said, on occasion is okay. But people that, like, that's all they put out, like, the world needs less of that and more education. First and foremost, more God. God the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ. 3 persons, Trinity. Okay? We need more of them. We need more of God, as in singular, as in the whole, all 3 in one. And we need more education. We need more positivity. And we can fight back by putting more good stuff out there, by supporting good content, okay? I think 9 likes might have been my second goal. Whatever it was, we hit 9 likes, so I might have achieved my second goal. Thank you to everybody who hit the like. Yeah, and it's hard not to become bitter and see people putting out bad stuff, brain rot stuff, and you see people that are like highly intelligent, giving amazing information to improve people's lives, and they're struggling, okay? Hey, we just got to keep on keeping on. Right, the fight is to be the difference. Yes. Something witch doctor. You can't avoid AI slop and brain rot nowadays. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's everywhere. You can try to avoid it though. I'm about finished with a crocheted baby blanket. Great job, Rebecca. You've got 10 likes. I'm seeing 9 over here. All right, I'm going to finish this up. Might have went live longer than I had maybe actively and or passively planned to. And I'm happy because my wife and I got some watch hours thanks to some awesome people. And maybe some watch hours from some people that are not awesome. I'm thankful for all the watch hours we got for this live stream. And thankful for all the support that my wife and I got during this live stream. This was a great one. We had some great conversations in this live stream, and my heart, I'm really like, sincerely, I'm really touched. I'm really like moved. That's the correct word, by how kind and supportive people have been in this live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to finish this up. Hey, thanks for all the support, everybody. If you're catching the replay, write coffee in the comments. That lets me know that you watched up into this point, or you fast forwarded, whatever, and caught that point. If you're watching a replay, comment coffee in the comments. All right. Twinbrook Acres, good day all. God is great. Be well, everybody. Take care.